Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Aces Field, home of the Hicksville Aces, as we are getting ready for Friday night football action. Coming to you live on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. The Aces playing host to the visiting Tinora Rams on this Friday night. The Rams coming into the game undefeated, winning their contest last week against Edgerton with a shutout. The Aces, of course, 1-1. They beat Edgerton in week number 1, but they took a bit of a manhandling at the hands of the Fairview Apaches last week on Friday night. So the Aces looking to bounce back, get back on the winning track, and, well, the Rams hoping to be able to stay undefeated here early on in this abbreviated coronavirus football season. And it's all going to happen here tonight, here at the Stadium Aces Field. Good evening, everybody. And again, welcome to our live stream. I am Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Calling the action for you tonight, the Rams taking the field right now. Going through their ripping. It's kind of interesting. They rip through this big banner. But if you look closely, the banner has got like Velcro. Now it's two halves. They Velcro it together so they can reuse it, which is actually pretty kind of smart. And here come the homestanding Aces onto the field as we are going to get ready for football action. Again, I am Bill Murphy. Glad to have you with us on the live stream and here on Hicksville Community Television. Brian Williams with me. He's going to be handling the camera operating duties here tonight. We want to welcome all of you watching on the live stream, in particular those who might have gathered at the Huber Opera House in downtown Hicksville. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Glad to have you with us on the live stream, and thanks also to the many who have subscribed to the HIX-TV YouTube channel over the last couple of weeks. We really appreciate that. And of course, if you are tuning in and enjoying the live stream, we hope that you'll give us you'll subscribe, give us a like. We appreciate that as well. And, of course, we'll have this for you on the tape delay as well on Mediacom Channel 12. So a lot better start to things tonight. We had a couple of issues that we had to deal with last week to get things ready to go on the live stream. We were able to forego those tonight. We're about 90 seconds away from kickoff. Tough time for me to say a big thank you to our football broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible here on Hicksville Community Television. They are the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford. Also the Jim Schmidt Trunk Lot and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Want to thank them so very much, and we'll be mentioning them several times throughout this evening's contest. Again, a reminder, if you, I don't think you need me to tell you, things are different this year. Obviously not as nearly as many people in the stands as would normally be the case. They have the bleachers taped out. They have sections with blue tape on them where you're not supposed to sit to enforce the social distancing. Everybody is supposed to be wearing their masks. There are no concessions. So it's kind of a different atmosphere, but still the fans are here and everybody is rooting for the Aces tonight, and pretty good crowd over on the Rams side of the field as well. Some other things you'll notice. Again, the officials won't really place the ball themselves. They have a piece of bright neon-colored plastic tape or whatever, and they'll put that down where the ball is supposed to go, and then whichever team has possession, their center will then place the ball on that little piece of plastic. And there's some other things we'll point out maybe as we go along. But right now we're ready to get things started. 12 minutes on the first quarter clock. Rams kicking it off. And what a kick. Boom. That's out the back of the end zone. So they'll bring that one out for the for the Aces touchback. So we'll get our first look at the Aces offense for tonight. Again, their quarterback is Landon Turnbull, the 6'1", 189-pound senior. The Aces will take the field And we'll get ready to get this game underway. No time off the clock on the kickoff. And here we go. Aces will start off working out of the shotgun as usual. Quick pitch. And not much there for Cole Wortman,
Number 24.
as he's going to lose yardage on their first play from scrimmage here tonight. So they'll drop him back a couple of yards, make it 2nd and 12. And they're shifting things around on the defense for the Rams real quick. They must have noticed something. Snap, rolling out. Managed to pitch it out, but to no avail. And it was a loose ball. The Aces retained possession, but they take another loss, and that'll drop them back 3 more to bring up 3rd and 15. As our first train of the night goes by on the CSX tracks. Turnbull dropping back, looking downfield, gets the ball away, almost intercepted. His intended receiver, number 13, Brody Balzer. Balzer reached over to grab it, and the Rams player was right there. The defender bobbled the ball, and there were a couple of Tinora players diving for it before it hit the turf, not able to get it. So that'll bring up 4th and long, deep in Aces territory, and here comes the punt unit. Wortman is the kicker, or the punter, I should say. Gets his foot into it. That's going to hit at about the 48-yard line, scooped up at midfield by the Rams, reversing his field, coming around the corner and putting his shoulder down. Returned by number 1, who's also their starting quarterback. That's Mark Grube. I got to be careful. There's Mark Grube and Max Grube. Mark is number 1. Max is number 2. One of them is a quarterback. That's Mark. And number 2 is a wide receiver. So, and number 2 is out on the near side of the field closest to us. And their quarterback, though, is going to be Schaefer, number 5, tonight. So they're not starting the senior at quarterback. And again, it is going to be junior Nolan Schaefer, number 5, or at least for that play. That'll be a first down on their first play from scrimmage, and they'll take the ball down to the 30-yard line with 10.5 minutes to go in our opening quarter. Brian's glad he wore his sweatshirt tonight. A little bit of a cool breeze. I think it feels kind of good myself, but another quick handoff. Working his way through traffic. That's number 22, KP DeLarber. And DeLarber is going to get him close to first down yardage again. And they're going to give it to him. First down for DeLarber. Picking up 10 on the carry. So the Rams wasted no time, and they are marching it right down the field, taking it to the Aces here this evening. Early on, right on the verge of breaking into the red zone. Schaefer gets it back into the hands of DeLarber. DeLarber angling up forward, puts his shoulder down, powers down inside the 10-yard line. And that's going to give a first and goal to the Rams.
Going to be first and goal just inside the 5.
So they're going to place the ball just inside the 5-yard line. So it'll be first and goal from that point. So about 4.5 yards to traverse for the Rams to make it into the end zone. Schaefer puts a man in motion. Schaefer, another quick handoff. And the Aces meet DeLarber that time and drop him for little to no gain. So second and goal now. Again from just inside the 5-yard line. Couple quick personnel changes for the Rams. Rams, of course, coached by Mr. Kenny Krause. The Aces, Lucas Smith, the head man, as we all know. Man in motion. Up under center, Schaefer hands off. And again, nothing doing. They're waiting right there. And again, no gain. So Schaefer moves up under center and tries the inside handoff to DeLarber, and no soap. So the Aces holding tough here. No gain on the last two plays. 3rd and goal now for the Rams. They still are 5 yards away from pay dirt. Schaefer will drop back into the shotgun. He's going to hang on to it himself this time. He's going to get some positive yardage, but it's going to be 4th and goal. So he'll pick up a couple. It'll be 4th and goal now from about the 3-yard line. And they're bringing out the kicking tee. So it looks like they're going to attempt the field goal. Schaefer sets the tee. He's going to be holding it. Can't see the kicker's number from my angle. The kick is up and no good. And that's number 23, Javin Gaines. So Gaines is wide left. The field goal attempt no good. And we remain scoreless with 7:21 to go in our first quarter. A little background music from the Aces Pride Marching Band. They're here with us tonight. They'll be providing some halftime entertainment. Just like last week, I'm going to have to leave you at halftime because I announced the show for the band for the home games. But Brian will be here, keep the live stream going, and we'll bring you the band's performance. Cheerleaders here tonight as well. Next week's going to be a big week here at Aces Field. We'll talk about that coming up a little bit later. Ball at the 20-yard line for Hicksville after the missed field goal attempt. Turnbull, quarterback keeper, tries to reverse the field, tries to get around the corner, nothing doing. They're going to run him right out of bounds with little or no gain right around the 20-yard line. So the Aces have yet to be able to really get things going offensively. They're going to give him about a yard forward progress, so it'll be 2nd and 9. Turnbull gets the snap, drops back, wants to put it in the air. It's picked off. Number 30 with the interception for the Rams. He stepped in front of Bergman at the last minute. And that is Ben Mendez with the INT. So Bergman, normally Bergman you can use Jackson's height. I mean, Jackson's a basketball player as well as a football player, and he's about 6'5", 6'6". He's a tall kid. So if you get the ball up, he can go up after it. But that time, like I said, Mendez just jumped in front of him at the last minute and picked up the interception. Man in motion, Schaefer under center, pitches back, number 29 gets the carry, Christian Comiso. Comiso gets around the corner, they trip him up, but not after getting nearly first down yardage. I think they're going to give him a first down. They did. Comiso gets around the corner, picks up 10. 7 minutes to go, not quite halfway through our opening quarter. Again, you're watching Aces football action on the HIX-TV YouTube channel on the live stream. Glad to have you with us tonight. Rams will break huddle. Schaefer going to go up under center again. Again, putting his man in motion, and another handoff to Comiso. And Comiso might have got a couple of yards. Powers forward about the 15-yard line. No, I take it back. Let's see, at the 11-yard line. So 2nd and 8 from the 11 for the Rams. Still no score early on in this game. Out of the shotgun, Schaefer, hard count, nobody jumps. Again, a man in motion, and this time the ball goes to him. Going around the corner. And brought down. That's Max Grube. And Grube gets inside the 5-yard line. And a flag on the play. And that's going to be a hold against the Rams. So Aces fans can breathe a sigh of relief with that one as that'll back up the Tinora Steamroller 10. And they're going to mark that at the, looks like the 18-yard line after the penalty. So we'll get ready to get back into action. It'll be still second down, but now second down, and looks to be about 15 yards to go.
Second 15 from 18.
Schaefer under center. Schaefer rolling out, looking downfield. Schaefer hit as he tries to throw, and it's incomplete. Good defense, as I think that was Bergman that got in there and gave him a little love tap to the turf.
Schaefer dropped back to pass broken up by number 5, Jackson Bergman.
So that'll bring up, well, it says, you know, I think they've got a, it's, I think it's third down. I think it's 3rd and 15. They've got 4th down indicated on the flag sticks across the way. Now they got it corrected. They forgot to change it back to with the penalty. You know, you get to redo the down. So 3rd and 15 now for the Rams. Max Grube going out wide on the far side. Schaefer under center. He puts a man in motion again. Out there where Grube is. He's got 2 receivers now to choose for. He's in trouble and running for his life. He needs to get rid of it. And he's going to get back what he can. That's going to bring up 4th down and long. As Schaefer just had nowhere to throw the ball, and he was being pursued. So the Aces go after the quarterback. The last couple of plays start putting some pressure on Schaefer.
Number 53, Mason Slattery.
Gaines back out. And they're going to try another field goal. Javin Gaines. This is going to be a lengthy one. They're going to put the ball down on the 30, so that'll be about a 45-yarder. It's low and no good. So another failed field goal attempt by the Rams. Got to give them credit for trying, though. You don't often see field goal attempts at the high school level. And trying to get his foot into a 45-yarder. So we'll get ready to change possession, and the Aces will get the ball back. Still no score, and 5:07 to go in our first quarter. Turnbull. Quick inside handoff, and he's got some running room. And the best offensive play for the Aces from scrimmage tonight.
Brought down by number 1, Max Drew. Gain is good enough for Aces.
So the Aces with their first down from scrimmage tonight. Turnbull, quick handoff, but they're waiting for him this time. That's going to be brought down for no gain. Wortman not able to get past the line of scrimmage. They'll make it 2nd and 10. See what Turnbull comes up with this time, dropping back the pass, puts it in the air. He's got Bergman. Bergman makes the grab. Bergman still on his feet. Gets down inside the 40-yard line. Nice catch by Jackson Bergman. He manages to pick up a few yards after. And he takes the Aces into Rams territory for the first time tonight. First down for the Aces at the Tinora 38-yard line. Turnbull, another quick handoff inside, and again, not much of a gain on the play.
Number 13, Brody Ball to the ball.
Balzer got the ball, and he managed to get back to the line of scrimmage to make it 2nd and 10. Clock continues to run, approaching 3.5 minutes to go here in our opening quarter. Turnbull, again rolling out, looking downfield. He's going to hang on to the ball himself now, and he manages to work his way up along the sideline, and he'll pick up a few yards down to about the 33. So a gain of about 5 for Landon Turnbull. But a flag on the play is going to march things back. And the Aces are already walking backwards. That's not a good sign. And they're going to put that ball down at the Aces' 44-yard line. So that's like the 15-yarder right there. I didn't see a... So it's going to be 2nd and 20. So it must have been a hold that took place behind the line of scrimmage. Turnbull throws it out on the wing pass, and they're taken down right away at the 40-yard line. So that's going to move it back even farther for the Aces. They're going to have 3rd and about a quarter of a mile coming up. That'll be 3rd and 28, I believe. Back at the 40-yard line. So Turnbull looks like he might be sending the house. He's got 3 wide receivers out on the near side towards us. He's going to hang on to it himself, and they're going to bring him down for another loss. So after a great play by Bergman that took him down into Ram territory, the Aces put it in reverse and wind up losing yardage on the next several plays, and they bring up a 4th and very long, and they'll get ready to kick it back to the Rams. Wortman back to handle the punting chores, gets his foot into it, comes down, and it's going to roll dead at about the 29-yard line. And that's where the Rams will set up shop. So missed opportunity there for the Aces. They'll find themselves back on defense. With 1:48 to go in our opening quarter.
Tyler Baird at the 30-yard line. That's where the Rams will start this drive, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Schaefer, quick hitter, and he's met right away by Bergman. Bergman's going to drop him for a 2-3-yard loss.
To number 10, Brandon Edwards. He's brought down by number 5, Jackson.
So Jackson Bergman, perfect position after the clock pass. And Bergman puts him to the turf. So here come the Rams. Schaefer under center. Quick handoff, and caught in the backfield again is Bill Arbor. So the Aces Boy, they seem to be doing a lot better with their defense these last couple of series against the Rams. So it looks like they've managed to solve some of their issues when it comes to defending against Tinora. Well, you need to see if they can get their offense up and running, and they've showed some sparks too, so can't help being a little bit optimistic as we continue on in this game. Closing in the last half minute of quarter number 1. We'll take a break between quarters, obviously, and say a big thank you to our underwriting sponsors. Schaefer rolling out. He airs it out. Got a man. Overthrows him. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Cole Comiso, but it was about 6 feet too far in front of Cole for him to be able to pick that one up. So 4th down and 18 for the Rams as the Aces defense does its job and holds Tinora on their side of the field. Ben Mendez, number 30, dropping back to do the punting. Long snap. Mendez handles it. Gets his foot behind it. A short punt. It's going to take a Tinora roll. And they're going to down it at the Aces' 48-yard line. So good field position for the Aces to start this next drive. Flag on the play, though. And that's going to be against the Rams. So, no change in location for the ball. So here come the Aces. They'll have time maybe for one play. Got 10 seconds left here in the quarter. So we'll see if they can get a quick one in the books here before we take a break. Turnbull. Split backs on either side, working out of the shotgun. Got the ball himself, pitches it out at the last minute. And it's to Balzer. Balzer lowers his shoulder and takes it down near the 40-yard line. They'll stop the clock with 1 second to move the chains. And then they'll start it back up, and that's the end of the first quarter. So we've played the first 12 minutes of football here tonight at Aces Field, and it's no score. 0-0 between the Rams and the Aces. And we'll get ready to switch ends of the field. You're watching Aces football on the live stream on the HIX-TV YouTube channel, and also on the tape delay on Mediacom Channel 12. We want to take some time here to say a big thank you to our football broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible here on Hicksville Community Television, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships right here in Hicksville, Ohio. If you're in the market for a vehicle, whether it's a car, truck, van, or SUV, whether you want one that's brand spanking new or pre-owned, stop by, check out the great selection they have on the lots. You don't have to get out of your car. You can drive around. They got the new Ford dealership, lots of space. And, of course, you can check out the entire dealer inventory for either Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick or Jim Schmidt Ford online at jimschmidtauto.com. We're so proud and grateful to have them and their continued support of our Aces Sports broadcast. And remember, whenever you see Aces football on HIX-TV, they're the ones that make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. All right, 12 minutes on the clock. And the Aces back in business with a 1st and 10 from the Rams' 41-yard line. Landon Turnbull with the snap. Turnbull hands it off to Balzer. This time the Rams are waiting for him, and there's about 8 guys that are putting him to the turf. He had 3 guys around him almost instantly, and a whole bunch joined in the fray afterwards. They're going to give him forward progress back to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Aces now. Turnbull is going to work out of the shotgun again. He's got Wortman, the split back beside him. Long pass, that's caught. Baird makes the grab. Tyler Baird takes it down about the 25-yard line. Let's see where they mark him down. They're going to give him the 24. Kyler Baird with a nice catch and another first down for the Aces. Turnbull gets the snap. Turnbull got another man open. That's Bergman. And Bergman interfered with. There's the flag. There's no doubt about that. Ram defender was slapping him all around there before the ball got to him. And let's see, they're going to blow the whistle, or throw the flag on Eckert, number 8. I think number 6 was back there too, but they're going to say Eckert committed the infraction. So that'll be against the Rams. That'll be an automatic first down and some yardage too. Moves the ball down to the 12-yard line. First down. Turnbull. And so this time they give the ball to Hootman, and Boston not able to make much in the way of forward progress. Bring up 2nd down and 10. So Turnbull looks like he's going to put Wortman beside him in the backfield. Rolling out, pitching, caught, and dropped. Oh, right. The worst place to hit a receiver with a football is right in his hands in the breadbasket. Slips right through. So Bergman not able to hang on to the ball. And that'll make it 3rd and 10. That's the... Well, Bergman made a drop that time, but man, he's been having a good game so far tonight. He's contributed an awful lot. Turnbull again with Wortman, and we're going to have a flag. And that'll be a false start. Back him up 5. So movement on the line for the Aces will cost them 5 yards. It'll make it 3rd and 15. And that'll back him up to the 17-yard line. So Wortman will stay in the backfield beside Turnbull. Turnbull fakes him the handoff, drops back, gets the ball away, and overthrows his intended receiver. Hootman was meant to catch the ball, but was just a little bit too tall for him. That'll make it 4th down and 15, 17-yard line. And we'll see what the Aces coaching staff decides to do here. And the Aces are showing like they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Turnbull makes a throw and brought down, but I don't think it's going to be enough for the 1st down. Baird made the grab, and Baird got inside the 10-yard line, but they needed to get into the 2-yard line. So the Aces will turn it over on downs, and the Rams will take over at about their 7 or 8, they're going to say the 9-yard line. All right? So it'll be 1st and 10 Tinora from their own 9-yard line. They're going to have 91 yards to go, and 9 minutes and 57 seconds to do it in. Still scoreless here in the second quarter of this football game. Schaefer, quick handoff. And he's around the corner, and this could be trouble. Turns on the jets. And he takes it to the house. DeLarber all the way to about the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 46. So that's about a 35-yard scamper for DeLarber. Give the Rams a first down. Schaefer under center. Schaefer, quick inside handoff. And that was to number 6, Cole Comiso. And Comiso should move the sticks for him again. Comiso getting a little over 10 on the carry. And it's going to be another first down for the Rams at the Aces 44-yard line. So the Aces, after doing pretty well defensively the last couple of series, have given up some big yard plays this time around. Schaefer pitches it out. Again, ball carried by DeLarber. DeLarber breaks out of, he must have stepped out of bounds. I thought they had him just shy of the first down marker, but then all of a sudden he popped out of the scrum and took off for another 4 or 5 yards. They're going to move down to the 30-yard line where it'll be first and 10 Rams, and Coach Lucas Smith has seen enough for a while, and he'll call timeout. So a timeout on the field for the Hicksville Aces. This will be their first one of this half. They'll have 2 remaining. Again, no score here in the second quarter. 9:03 to go before halftime. And the Rams with a first and 10 on the Aces 30-yard line when we resume play here shortly. Bill Murphy, Brian Williams, glad to have you with us. And again, hello to everybody watching us on the live stream tonight, including a shout out to those watching at the Huber Opera House in downtown Hicksville. Glad to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying our coverage. Brian and I are going to be back here, I believe, on Monday for some JV football action. It'll be the Rams and the Aces junior varsity teams playing. And I think we're going to be able to do the live stream for that as well. So we'll look forward to that. And I'll have to check my schedule, but I think we got some volleyball maybe coming up next week as well. And then a really big football game here next week on Friday. We'll talk about here in a little bit. All right, back into action. Rams, first and 10. Quick handoff. And a good run. Off to the races. I got Stockenhouse. Number 29. Christian Comiso. Comiso takes it down to about the 4-yard line. So 2 Comisos. There's number 6, that's Cole. And there's number 29, that's Christian. So they got 2 Grubes and 2 Comisos on the team. Here we go, Schaefer. Quick handoff. Powering up the middle, and they're saying touchdown. And Comiso powers it in from 4 yards out and draws first blood. And our first score of the night comes with 8:52 to go in the first half. And the Rams strike first and take a 6-0 lead over the Aces. Looks like they're going to try to kick the extra point. Again, Gaines is their kicker. Schaefer, the quarterback, is the holder. Kick is up. That one looks good. It is. So Gaines scores the point and makes it 7-0 Rams. They take the first lead of the night, score the first points of the night here at Aces Field. So we'll get ready to get the ball back in the hands of the Aces offense. see what they can do to answer the Rams' soaring strike.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for attending tonight's contest. Fans from both schools, please remember
You can hear the field announcer is frequently reminding the crowd about the coronavirus restrictions and requirements. So I want to make sure everybody's got their masks on and they're maintaining social distancing in the stands, all that good stuff. Want people to be safe and to stay safe and to be able to keep the kids playing. Not only football, but volleyball, and they're running cross country, playing golf too. So the Rams ready to kick it off to the Aces, second time tonight. Again, gets a good foot into it, and it's caught back at about the 10-yard line. Working his way through traffic out to about the 25.
Number 13, Brody Balzer.
That's Balzer.
Turns up close to the 25.
Brody Balzer, about a 15-yard return on that kick. So the Aces will be at their own 25-yard line, first and 10, with 8:43 to go here in our opening half. So here we go. Landon Turnbull works out of the shotgun. Drops back, puts the ball in the air, and overthrows everybody. I think that was meant for Balzer, but he overthrew him by a good 5-7 yards. Couldn't really tell whether Balzer might have bumped into somebody and got thrown off stride, or if Turnbull just maybe put a little more than he intended on that throw. That'll bring up second and 10. Turnbull, again the quick handoff right up the spout. Pick up of maybe a couple. Bring up third down.
24, Cole Wortman, the ball carrier. Carries up to number 2.
So call it 3rd and 8.
Brought down by Mystery Man number 73.
Mystery Man number 73.
That's a new one.
That is true. If you look on their roster, they've got 71 and then they got 74. Dropping back, ball in the air. Grab! What a great catch by Bergman. Bergman goes up. He uses that 6'5" frame and hauls that one in for an Aces first down. So with the fresh set of downs, split backs either side of Turnbull. Turnbull takes the snap, hands off, pitches it out at the last minute. That's to Wortman. Wortman gets across the 40, out to about the 42.
Brought down by number 8, Gavin Eckert.
So Wortman will pick up a couple, make it second and 8.
Gain of 2 on the play, we'll make it second and 8.
So the Aces looking at a second and 8 here with 7:10 and the clock running, heading towards halftime. Turnbull, quick turnaround, handoff, and maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe another yard, I don't know. Looks like they're going to give him maybe half a yard.
Brought down by number 23.
So they're going to give him a yard on the carries to make it 3rd and 7.
Gain of 1, going to make it 3rd and 7.
As we're nearing the halfway point of this second quarter. Turnbull takes the snap, drops back, launches it. He's got a man open. And I think he caught it. He did. That's Balzer making the grab and moving the sticks.
Down to the Tinora 30-yard.
Couple of great pass plays. This offensive series for the Aces. And that's going to move all the way down to about the 30-yard line of the Rams. So Hicksville, 1st and 10 at the Tinora 30-yard line. Looking to draw even in the game. They're trailing right now 7-0. Wortman is the split back alongside of Turnbull. And he's going to get the carry. And he's going to fall forward and maybe pick up a couple yards.
The 24, Cole Wortman, the ball carrier. Gain of 2. Brought down by number 7.
I'll make it 2nd and 8. Clock will keep rolling with the running play. Nearing the 6-minute mark. We go under 6 minutes. Turnbull. Hard snap. Nobody flinches. Drops back. Has to get rid of it quickly. Does. Nice catch. And close to the 20-yard line. Wortman is going to pick up a few more, but they'll be a little bit shy. Looks like he got him about 6 to make it 3rd and 2. Turnbull does another hard count from the shotgun. And again, the Rams hold steady. And they're waiting for the play clock to roll down, evidently. And then they're going to take a timeout. So, second timeout called. I don't know if they're trying to put the zap on the Rams' head or what they're doing, but I don't question Coach Smith. There's a reason why he's down there wearing the headset microphone and I'm up here talking into the iPad. He knows better than me when it comes to those football decisions. Hey, we do want to let you know next week we're going to be back here for what, depending on how things go, may well be the last home football game of the 2020 season. The Wayne Trace Raiders are going to be here. And since it's the last for sure home game, we might be playing back here once more, but this is the last one for sure that we know they're going to be playing at home. So next Friday is going to be a double dip. We're going to have the game, but it's also going to be homecoming and it's going to be senior night. So Brian and I are going to be out here earlier than normal, and our live stream is going to be starting about an hour earlier than normal, because we're going to have the homecoming. It's not, they can't do a parade and they're not allowed to do the dance, whatever, but they're going to have a homecoming caravan and do the recognition of the homecoming court. And as soon as they get done with that, they're going to do the senior night recognitions as well. And we're going to hopefully get all of that for you on the live stream. Turnbull hangs on to it himself, tries to make something happen, falls forward, and he's going to be short. And it's going to be 4th and a yard. So yeah, you'll want to be making the note that our live stream is going to be starting a little before 6 o'clock rather than a little before 7 o'clock, so we can bring you all of those special ceremonies before next week's football game. Turnbull puts the ball in the air, caught. That'll be good enough for the first down. Bergman comes through in the clutch, takes him down to the 10-yard line, and gets the Aces a fresh set of downs. It'll be 1st and goal from the 10.
Game was good enough for Aces.
So the Aces, 4:19 and the clock rolling. It's 1st and goal on the 10-yard line. Chance to even it up and maybe head into the halftime locker room, tied at 7, which is way better than being down by a touchdown. Here we go, Turnbull. Drops back, skies it up, and just out of the hands of Bergman. It was a good, well thought out play. Bergman's got that height, like we've said a couple times. Only makes sense to take advantage of it. So they do the alley-oop pass towards the corner of the end zone, and it's just a little bit off for Bergman to be able to haul it in. 2nd and goal. Split backs now on either side of Landon Turnbull. Turnbull again dropping back, rolling out, trying to set, hit when he throws, and it'll hit the turf. A little bit scary there as you saw number 2, Max Grube for the Rams, running towards that ball as it was arcing down towards the turf. Wasn't able to make it in time. 3rd and goal now, and still at the 10-yard line. Turnbull, skying it.
Nope.
It was knocked away by DeLarber. Hootman was back in the corner of the end zone. We thought he might have been able to handle it and haul it in. KP DeLarber, though, had other thoughts and did just enough to disrupt it. 4th and goal from the 10-yard line. Here we go, gut check time. Aces going for it, no doubt. They want to get in that end zone. Man in motion. Quick turnaround, ball pass. And again, almost intercepted. Hootman was again the intended receiver, but it was broken up. I couldn't tell it was 6 or 8. It was either Comiso or Eckert that broke up that play, and they'll turn it over on downs. Oh, 1st and goal, and they take 4 cracks at it, not able to move the ball. .340 left to go in this first half, and the Rams will go back on offense from their 10-yard line. The last time they had the ball, they started at their 9, and they wound up in the end zone. So this is a Rams team that is capable of working it down the field. First play, they're going to keep it on the ground. Maybe use up some of that clock. Pick up of a couple, make it 2nd and 8.
Number 22, JP DeLarber, the ball carrier. Gain of 2, going to make it 2nd and 8.
Rams break huddle. And this could be trouble. He's got a guy in front of him. Off to the races. That's number 22, DeLarber. They finally catch him, but not before he gets down to about the 15-yard line.
To about the 16, where he ran down from behind by number 24, Cole Wortman.
So 2:47, they're going to stop the clock a little bit because the chain gang on the far side of the field, they need some time to be able to run that far. They're not really in great shape athletes like the kids playing. So they hustle down the field and get themselves set. Rams will break huddle. They'll start the clock back up, and here we go. Schaefer going up under center. Quick handoff. And they got a couple guys behind him, and they just power forward.
Number 29, Christian Comiso.
So that was Comiso with the carry. Christian Comiso.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Keep forgetting there are 2 of them.
50.
So that was Christian Comiso,
Gabe Rodriguez going to make it second.
who picks up 5. Moves it down to the 12-yard line. So here come the Rams knocking on the door one more time. Minute 50. Another handoff.
Number 29, Christian
Comiso, Christian Comiso down to the 5-yard line.
Brought down by number.
And that'll make it a first and goal for the Rams. Let's see if they can punch their ticket one more time before we take a break for intermission. Rams in no hurry. They've got plenty of time. 90 seconds left to go in the half. Clock is rolling. They've got a first and goal at the 5-yard line. They wouldn't mind not only scoring, but working the clock down a little bit too. Handoff.
Number 22, JP DeLarber.
And that's JP DeLarber.
Inside the 5. Looks like he got maybe to the 3.
And DeLarber picks up a
Brought
couple.
down by number 50,
Second and goal.
Rodriguez. Timeout. Tinora.
And the
that's their
Rams
first.
will take their first timeout of the first half. Comes with minute 17 to go here in the first half. Again, the half times for this coronavirus season of football are only 10 minutes long. The visiting teams no longer bring their bands with them. So there's just the one performance by the homeschool band. That'll be the Aces Pride Marching Band. So we will have their show on the live
We want to
stream.
continue making these activities open to the spectators. So please
And then
be
we'll
sure
bring you
to
the second
adhere to
half of
established
action here
rules.
tonight.
Follow any directions given by event staff and be respectful while interacting with those who are working.
Well, it's been a pretty good football game, really.
By
Some
working together,
really great defensive and offensive plays on both sides of the ball.
Hicksville and Tinora
And really
sports
not a
to our
lopsided
fans.
game with the Rams just leading 7-0 here. Hoping to make that 14-0 before we go to the halftime locker room. But we'll see what the Aces can come up with here defensively. They're going to need to make a stand. The Rams got a minute 17 to work with. And they only need to cover 3 yards into the end zone. It's second and goal from the 3 for the Rams. Pitch back. And working his way through traffic, diving forward, touchdown.
Number 22, JP DeLarber.
JP DeLarber punches it in from a few yards out. And that's the second touchdown of the night for the Rams. And they go up 13-0 with a minute 11 to go in the half. They'll bring out their kicker. Jabbin Gaines. Gaines to attempt the extra point. Schaefer the hold. Snap, ball's down, and nope.
Point after touchdown is no good, leaving the score.
That's what we used to call a miss. He did not make. He kicked the top of the ball rather than the center part of the ball. So the muffed kick makes it 13-0. As we'll get ready to kick it back off to the Aces and see if they can make something happen here in the last minute 11 seconds before halftime. Bill and Brian, glad to have you with us. Again, you're watching Aces Football on the HIX-TV YouTube channel live stream. Underwritten by the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and you can find them online at jimschmidtauto.com. Rams will come out and set their kicking tee. this one's going to be on the turf and bobbled, but the Aces fall on it at their own 35-yard line. So the Rams, seeing that they might be able to make something happen with a bit of a squib kick, but good hands on the Aces side of the ball. And it'll be 1st and 10 Hicksville from their own 35-yard line with 1:08 left on the game clock. Aces still have one timeout. They can stop the clock once if they want to. And the Rams have a couple of timeouts remaining in this half as well. Turnbull dropping back, scrambling, gets the ball away, and he throws it away on the side.
Turnbull pass.
Turnbull just wanted to get rid of that ball. He's a little slow getting up.
Incomplete, gonna make it 2nd and 10.
And he'll make his way back to the huddle, or back to the line. Clock stops on the incomplete pass, so don't have to worry about the hurry up to get that next play off. Turnbull, again rolling out, puts the ball in the air, and it's off the hands. Intended receiver number 11, Kyler Baird. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And just take a few more ticks off the clock, down to 59 seconds now. It's been a pretty quick moving first half. Just about 8 o'clock right now. So we've been playing for about an hour, which is pretty good for a first half of high school football. And some forward progress, but not nearly enough to move the chains. Workman going to take it out to about the 37, 38-yard line. So it'll be 4th and 8.
Timeout, Tinora.
And the Rams will take a timeout. Rams are thinking that, hey, if we can hold him and make him kick, we might get some okay field position, and we'd have enough time on the clock to maybe take a few more cracks at the end zone down the field. So the Rams have decided they're going to take a timeout here with 4th down coming up and preserve a few of those 52 seconds that are on the clock. So maybe they can take another crack at it here in a bit. So that prevents the Aces from using the entire play clock and running those seconds off. 7-point game, or 13-point game. So the Rams are, you can tell, are not feeling real secure, only leading the Aces by 13 points. The Aces have shown some real offensive sparks here earlier. So I think Tinora is aware that, a couple of good plays and the Aces could find themselves right back into this game. Dropping back to kick. Wortman takes the snap off the side of his foot, and it's caught across the 40-yard line. Groove takes a shot just before he goes out of bounds. Mark Groove gets it to the Aces' 43-yard line. And I'm not kidding, if that hit had been half a second later, it would have been out of bounds. So, well timed, knocked him out. But again, the 43-yard line, they've got 43 seconds and a timeout. So the Rams could make something happen here. Here we go. Schaefer up under center. Got 3 wide receivers out on the far side, 1 close to us. 1 guy behind him. He'll hand it to Christian Camaso, number 29. Camaso will high step it down to the 40-yard line, pick up about 3. Make it 2nd and 7.
For 29, Christian Camaso, the ball carrier. Very close to the 40, where he's brought down by number 66, Ian Drayman.
Yeah, looks like we have another timeout. So So another timeout. I did not see the indicator. I do not know. They're showing one timeout remaining for both teams on the scoreboard. So I honestly do not know who called the timeout, whether it was the Rams or the Aces. But there's a timeout on the field, and that means one of these two teams is out of timeouts for the remainder of the half. So when we get back in action, it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Rams from the Aces 40-yard line. They still haven't changed it. Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe Tinora had 2 timeouts. I thought they had 2 and they took 1 and that only left them with 1. Above my pay grade. I just call the action. 38 seconds. Here we go. Shaver backs up into the shotgun. Takes the snap. Rolls out. Looks downfield. Nope, he's going to hang on to it himself. Heading for the sideline. Doesn't make first down yardage, but he does get out of bounds over on the far side of the field with 31 seconds left. And he only picks up a couple. That'll make it 3rd and 5 and moves it to the 38-yard line. 31 seconds left. And they'll stop the clock going out of bounds. Here we go. Rams 3rd and 5. Schaefer, quick out, caught. Heads down, and it's going to be close. We'll see where they mark it. Cole Anders made the grab for the Rams, and I think he's going to be about a yard shy. They're going to make it 4th and 1. Clock is continuing to roll, and they're going to see 2, 1. They just get it off. Nope, they don't. It'll be a false start, and we'll see whether they're going to move it back or if that's going to be halftime. Everybody's leaving the field. So that's going to be your half. So we've played the first 24 minutes. It's halftime. And it's the Tinora Rams leading the Hicksville Aces 13-0. Your halftime score. So I'm going to be moving away from our broadcast location here temporarily. I'll leave you in the good hands of Mr. Brian Williams to keep the live stream going. And you'll be hearing me talking shortly as I'll be announcing for the Aces Pride Marching Band and their show. And then we invite you again to just stay with us. We'll bring you halftime, and then I will be back. And we'll have all the second half play-by-play coming your way. Watching the live stream on the HIX-TV YouTube channel.